Here's what the US media is not telling you about Iran. In March 2025, Iran publicly confirmed that it had found 7,000 tons of high-purity antimony in one of its central regions. Antimony is a critical mineral, especially if you like bombs. It's used in military-grade alloys, semiconductors, armor-piercing rounds, and in plasma and hypersonic tech. It is also vital for solid-state batteries and quantum computing. Global supply chains of antimony are dominated by China, and China has been making moves to restrict export of these key minerals. High-level trade negotiations between the US and China took place in London in June. China's been explicit during those talks. They refused easing restrictions on any exports that were connected to the US defense industry. Specifically, defense contracting. They don't agree with private war. And they told the US unequivocally, these mineral exports are off the table. You are not allowed to use our minerals in your weapons. The US envoys left London empty-handed, and Beijing tightened controls the next day. The Western media frames those talks as progress on climate cooperation? No. The key issue was minerals, and China held the line. The US is running out of mineral leverage. If China won't sell to the West, and Iran is closely aligned with BRICS, the US doesn't have very many options left. They can keep trying to dominate new sources geopolitically, or they can try to extract domestically, or they could turn the machine off. Antimony is a gatekeeper resource. It is critical for future tech and war. Iran has something that the US desperately wants, but cannot openly negotiate for. Iran and China's control of antimony creates a mineral axis outside of Western control. The public reason cited for bombing Iran this weekend is to stop them from going nuclear. The truth is, the West is running out of sources. Iran holds a critical mineral that cannot be easily sanctioned or replaced. BRICS is already discussing critical mineral cooperation. This includes resource for tech swaps. So the cobalt that the Congo has and the antimony that Iran has, they will make a deal between the two of them on the best way to price and share and sell those resources, while Uncle Sam is told to step back. Multiple Western intelligence assessments confirm that there is zero evidence of any attempt at developing a nuclear weapon by Iran. It's actually just not something that's of interest to them because they're not suicidal. Iran's leadership has invited further inspection. The nuclear excuse is a smokescreen. The strikes were preemptive not because Iran might build a bomb, but because it has something the West cannot control. They are trying to disrupt Iran's emergence as a strategic supplier on the global market. Minerals like antimony are not valuable because they're building hospitals or repairing infrastructure, or they're just valuable because they make better missiles, more advanced surveillance technology. The problem is not that the West doesn't have enough of these things. It's that it needs to justify the perpetual military spending. There is a revolving door between defense contractors and the Department of Defense. To these guys, every resource is a strategic justification to bomb. The West does not have a supply problem. It has a values problem. We don't need any more antimony. We need to kill the machine that turns all minerals into products of war. Here's what the US media is not telling you about Iran. In March